Hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It, an iHeartMedia podcast.
I mean, this is a birdie fest.
It's a Philly show, baby.
Let's
go.
All right, hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It on location. Harry May's a beehive of activity at the Philly Golf Expo. Our first time here, my first time here, period. How about you?
Well, I've been here in the past with Ocean City Golf Getaway back in the radio days, where I'd come out here on like a Saturday afternoon, as we just saw Mike Kern. I have to do that in his honor. But I'd be out here for a couple hours in their booth, and you know, it is. You talk about a flood of activity. This is the perfect time of year for this thing. It's 2 degrees outside. Luckily, Danielle's not here because she would freeze solid if she was actually stepped foot outside today. But yes, this is the time when everybody's hankering for golf. They want to watch it on television. You'll get to see Torrey Pines later this afternoon. Beautiful coastline, sunshine, green grass. Because we're not going to see grass around here for a couple weeks, I think.
No, it's not going anywhere. And it's been great. We did some giveaways this week, and we met probably 6 people already who hit us up for tickets. So thank you for listening, following along. Our friend Carl from Philly Golfgram, last week's guest, who started up a lot of conversation about Philly golf, and
I saw
your
that.
favorite public, your favorite private. It's always
like a Mount Rushmore kind of thing, and that always gets people going.
Love the Mount Rushmore. Yeah. So a lot of debate going on, but we love talking about that. And looking forward to meeting some more people out here, seeing some of the vendors. Golf Association of Philadelphia is out here, the PGA section. We'll talk to some of those guys. Enjoying being out here.
Absolutely.
You got a little tan on you, huh?
I do. I played golf a
good.
couple of days down in Florida, and I did not use any sunscreen. I wanted to soak in. Well, I didn't have any.
Oh, jeez.
I got to take some with me when I go back.
Yeah.
When you and I are out in Jupiter, we're going to have to wear the.
Look at
there
that.
it is. Yeah, we'll have to wear that. Yep. Okay. I'll put that on when we're in West Palm. How about that?
Yeah. So we're threatening finally a Jupe Life, if you will, meetup in a couple weeks. I need it. It's not even like something I want to do right now. I need to get out of here. Like I'm going to lose my mind if I don't. We're excited. We will document everything as we do.
Yeah.
We have some great options. Of course, I know we're going to try to see Max and the guys from Buy My Balls and get out with them. That'll be fun. Danielle, I think Brandon has a little bit of a break, so hopefully we can get out there. But I am really looking forward to that a lot. But I wanted to talk to you about the new situation, the move to Florida. You found your home base. Are you feeling like the course is home? Are you feeling good about it? Tell us about the golf course.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Davis Love, the third design, and I played it 3 or 4 times when I was down there, and really enjoy it. I love the layout. The routing is really cool. It's very challenging. A lot of sand, big traps. Davis Love likes big sand traps apparently, and I found a lot of them.
Yeah,
I found a lot of them, but I'm actually pretty good out of fairway bunkers. I actually made a birdie on the final day I was there out of the fairway bunker with a 9-iron, and actually shot my best 9 holes ever.
Really?
Shot 37 on the closing 9. It was the last round I played before I headed back.
You think they tilt that course a little bit for new members just to keep you interested or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was hard enough.
Wow.
But yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
A birdie and 5 straight pars to finish after 2 bogeys.
Yeah.
But I love it.
That's awesome.
The wife played a bunch of times. She's already met some people, and we met some people from Cape May that are down there that live right across the street from us. They do 6 months and 6 months. Tough life.
Yeah.
6 months in Cape May and then 6 months in Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great, man. I highly recommend it for you.
Oh yeah, it's on the list. If I stop having kids, I think I would speed that up. But I don't think that's going to happen. Right now, I'm just I'm just dreaming. Right, we have our rounds in Jupiter. I'm actually going out to see my client at Top Dog in Scottsdale.
Oh yeah,
I just booked True North.
Nice
in Scottsdale.
I heard that's a great spot
for March.
Yeah, and March around here is really dicey. It's basically winter.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's cold. You can get snow. March it used to be where you're thinking like, March Madness, the spring starts. It's technically spring, but it's really not.
No. And the way this is going, we're probably going to get smoked with a snowstorm in March. So
right.
Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously I have the Pebble Beach iHeart trip in July, and I just found out there's apparently it's been happening for a couple of years, but they kept it off our radar in Philadelphia. There's a Kiowa trip in October,
Is that right?
iHeart client trip that I have signed myself into
Of
to bring
course.
some clients.
Yeah,
So
you have to be there.
just really looking forward. I mean, that for me, if we get out to Kiowa, it's bucket list. I don't know. I can't talk about it yet, but I may be spending a couple days in Georgia in April.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Details are still coming together on that, so I don't want to put
I
too
heard there's a
much out
golf
there.
course down there.
There is, and there's an
a pretty
event going
fancy
on.
place.
Yeah, so this could be a massive bucket list year for
Wow.
me.
Every
in
year's a
Ox-
bucket list year for you.
It is, and I have to keep upping
Right,
upping the
right,
ante. So
right.
it's getting harder and harder. But we have to do what we have to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
It's a tough life, but somebody's got to live it.
Yeah.
Right.
Harry,
Yeah.
do you think it's time to thank Live Golf for participating?
I'm not there yet, but it's close. It's close, man. Yeah, with our with Brooks Koepka obviously playing this week out in Torrey Pines, and he's being well received by the fans, which I figured he would.
Yeah.
I heard he was nervous, like as to he didn't know what the reaction would be or what it would be like to be back out there, which I found really interesting. A guy that has done what he's done in the game is going to be nervous, but he was, and the fans love it. I mean,
They do.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I guess there's a lot of people thinking the same way we do. We had a gentleman that came up here a little while ago who was kind of asking us, "Hey, what do you think about that?" And we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we dig it." He goes, "Thank you." So
It's interesting, right? Because his personality, he's kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
He's that alpha male,
yeah, a little aloof,
a little
something,
aloof. But fans love just great players first
Yeah.
and foremost, and people that don't seem to give a crap
Right.
about what other people think. I think people appreciate that, and he's that guy. And the way he did it, right? We talked about it last week when you weren't on, just how we thought. At least the way they did it was thoughtful, right? It had layers to it. You need to do this. You can't do this, right?
Oh,
It
the
wasn't just
PGA Tour,
the
you
PGA
mean?
Tour.
Yeah.
Like I think I didn't get a chance to really talk to you about it. I think that the way that they put, obviously everyone's going to always have they should have did this or that, but at least they put some thought into it,
Yep.
and I think it was a great move by the new Brian
Rowlap, from the NFL.
Yeah. So it seemed to be you get the Wyndham Clarks of the world that are saying some stuff, and
Matsuyama, I think, was upset.
But then you see them yucking it up on the range.
Right.
So I mean, listen, if you ask people
Yeah.
enough questions, you're going to get a sound bite. But I think everyone's okay.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, these guys are now like, hey, if I would have known that I could take this bucket of money or this boatload of money and then eventually come back 2 years later with some penalties, I'd have done it too.
Sure.
Well, I'm sure Wyndham Clark was asked to go to Live, and he said no. Those guys did take a risk.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know that this was going to happen.
Right.
Brooks Koepka kind of thought his career was close to being over. And that's why one of the reasons why he went is because he didn't know if he was going to be able to really compete anymore on the PGA Tour.
Right.
And here they are offering him this, huge amount of money to go play 14 times a year. Okay, that sounds pretty good. And now all of a sudden he's rediscovered his love for the game, which I find scary for the PGA Tour members, maybe outside of Scotty Scheffler. But the fact that he appears motivated and he appears grateful to be back where he is dangerous, because if that guy feels motivated, look out.
Yeah. Yeah. And you remember the narrative was play less, right?
Yeah.
More time with your family. But then you're traveling all over the
world
nonstop. So when you line it up to how many days you're away and all, it probably wound up being more.
Plus, they'd end up traveling to other places to chase world ranking points that they weren't getting with the Live. So they'd go play on an Asian tour event or the European tour event in Timbuktu, to get some world ranking points. So it wasn't what they were sold, I believe. I think a lot of guys feel like, hey, this wasn't what I signed up for.
Yeah. So. Yeah, for sure. And then the other big news of the week is obviously Patrick Reed, who you and I have very strong feelings on, and we are thrilled that he is back on the PGA Tour. And we talked about it a little bit before, but the way he did it too, or the way he was at least trying to put himself in position, playing in these events, playing well. It's pretty cool story out of our boy P. Reed.
Yeah, he actually played in that DP World event over in the Middle East just a week or so ago for the sole purpose of trying to win the darn thing so he could pay his fines to stay on the DP World Tour and accumulate some world ranking points. How about that? He's He's playing to win $1.5 million, which he ends up winning. He won by 4 shots going away. He makes that money, and he's going to pay the fine so he could stay relevant. But now he's coming back, and he'll be able to start playing in the fall series.
Right.
So Ryder Cup, it's not a Ryder Cup year. So he has a chance now in the fall and next spring to work his way onto a U.S. Ryder Cup team.
It's
Again,
amazing.
That would be awesome.
And, the way he did it, right, how he got himself into that position, he has a little bit of a different path of getting back, right? He has to wait out a little bit. But, on the other side, on the European team side, Rory comes out with these comments how, he's talking about Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton paying fines.
Yeah. Rahm's not paying any fines. Okay. Yeah, they gave Rahm like $3 billion or whatever it was, and he doesn't want to pay a fine.
Yeah.
I got no time for that guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about that. But as we always talk about on this show, it's Philly golf.
Yes.
Right. And most of that conversation revolves around the Golf Association of Philadelphia and what they do and how they service the area and the courses that are involved with the Golf Association of Philadelphia. So introduce yourself, please.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me on. My name is Brad Jewett. I am the manager of Gym Technical Support over at Gap. Spend a lot of my days on the Golf Genius side of things, managing the handicaps.
Nice.
Anything Gap related is pretty much what we kind of do around here.
Beautiful.
Do you have any fear of Yip Strickler?
Yeah. Straight to the good.
Does he keep you up at night?
His videos are so funny. I love what he's doing too. Catching the people that try to manipulate. It's hilarious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So what is your day to day? Like tell the people what exactly that means, working with Golf Genius and doing the Gin app.
Yeah. So I'm like one of the first lines of support when it comes to club pros asking about how do I run a member guest or, any type of league outing event that they run through Golf Genius. It's an intricate software. I'm not too sure if you guys are very familiar with it. Definitely on the on-course side of things, but the back-end administration part of it is pretty intricate, like I said. So anytime that they have a question, concern, how do I do this? They give me a call. I kind of just put them in the right direction. So that's definitely a part of the day-to-day. And then I deal with I think we have over 130,000 members now in the Golf Association of Philadelphia region, instantly booming. So members want to call, I do the boring task of, hey, I shot an 88, but I accidentally posted a 66. Can you
okay.
So I do a little bit of that. People asking about why their handicap indexes aren't moving, don't really know the calculations and the formulas.
Soft cap.
Those are so fun. Those are the best calls to deal with. So how do I, I got a soft cap or a hard cap on my account. Take it off. It's like, can't do that, man. You got to play better.
Yeah.
So it seems like, it's an awesome place to work. So how did you get into that? What's your golf journey?
Yeah. So long story short, I went to college to play baseball, went to Penn State to play baseball. And then COVID came around, man. And it was just, what can you do to keep a competitive nature? What's something to do outside of the house? And golf it was at that point in time for a lot of different people. So I grew up around a driving range 15 minutes away, and the money that I dumped into that place and was sometimes two times a day, 5 days a week, just had the bug to, get around the game and do something different. So that's really where everything kind of funneled in. And ever since then kind of took off from there. How I got into Gap, one of my good buddies who I played baseball with, his dad actually used to be the CFO of Gap. So I ran into him one night alongside his wife, was telling him I was in the market for a job, looking around, called me about like 2-3 days later and said, hey, I don't know if this interests you, but Gap is kind of looking to open this support role up or enhance the support role that was already there beforehand. I was like, yeah, I absolutely got the interview, and the rest was history. So I've been here for almost 4 years now, and it's awesome, man. It's the culture that we have in the office, the people that we get to interact with here at the Philly Golf Show, out at events, people like yourselves and different other podcast entities. It's awesome.
Do you get to play a lot of golf?
I do. So when I tell people I work in the golf industry, they ask what your handicap is, and they think I'm a scratch golfer, and I'm nowhere close to that. But anytime, my job day to day is Monday through Friday, I'm in the office.
Mm-hmm.
But on the weekends, absolutely. And being in that support role has been, pretty fortunate opportunity to be able to build relationships with club pros, assistant pros, staff members at different clubs, and call them up and say, hey, any chance I can bring, a friend or my dad, brother out, hang out with them, get a chance to play a place I wouldn't typically be able to play at.
Right.
So
So, because I've got Balthaser and Latos and company, a bunch of
Latos.
guys over there at the 1912 club, and
Are you over there too?
they play their share of golf over there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm not a member at a club, but I mean, if you are like late, I would probably say 60-70% of our office is all members. So they might be spitting out more rounds than I get to play, but I'm still, grateful to have the ability
Awesome.
to make those connections.
What about the similarities between the baseball, like swinging a baseball bat in a golf club? Was it an easy transition for you because of that, or no?
Lucky for me, I'm a left-handed pitcher. Not much swinging for me to do.
There you go. There you go.
But like hand-eye coordination, obviously I grew up playing baseball, so I had my fair share of at-bats, but hand-eye coordination transferring over to golf, I think they say like one of the most common misconceptions, in my opinion, is the golf swing ruins your baseball swing.
Okay.
Some people might differ from that, but
Do you bat right and swing right?
So I throw left, bat right, golf right.
Okay.
You golf right.
The only thing I do left-handed is throw the ball and right.
Awesome.
Wow.
I don't know how that worked out. I think I was a younger age. My dad was a lefty too.
Huh.
I think he tied my right hand behind my back and just put a baseball on my left.
So it's interesting. There's a lot of debate on this show about when we talk about courses, about what's a Philly course, what's not, right?
Yeah.
Everyone likes to
Right.
debate. It's also the same person who, like, when they're on vacation and they live 50 minutes outside of Philly, they say they're from Philly.
Right.
Other people that debate that. Where do you stand on that, right? When we talk about best courses in Philly, can we claim Pine Valley? Are we able to shoot down towards the shore? Can we pull in Trout National? Is it only on the PA side? Where do you stand?
I mean, my follow-up to that would be what would claim Pine Valley besides GAP? They're a GAP member club.
Exactly.
I think
Right.
Exactly.
short answer is
Right.
yeah, we can absolutely claim that.
That's always been our answer too. If
Right,
they're
yeah.
in the Gap, like Lancaster Country Club, it's not in
100%.
Philly,
Yeah.
but it's in Gap.
Country Club
right?
of Scranton.
Oh,
Yes.
terrific
Yes.
place. We're lucky to get out there every year.
How
in
about
the
towards
fall.
the shore? Do you guys cover the shore courses?
Yeah, we have like the Atlantic City Country
Okay,
Clubs
yeah.
of the world. A lot of Delaware. I'm not the most familiar with the Delaware courses, but we merged with Delaware State Golf Association in 22. So we took over all of them. Like Linwood, I know Great Bay is down by the shore, the Atlantic City area. There's one more that escaped me off the top of the Galloway. Yeah.
Hidden Creek.
Hidden Creek.
Yeah.
So
the Shore Club, which used to be
Shore Club.
Wildwood. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
have
Great
those
spot.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it. I think Philly is probably one of the greatest areas, if not, top of the line when it comes to
Oh, yeah.
regions of golf courses that we have here.
How many member clubs are there now?
300, close to 350. I think there's the direct numbers like 342, 343, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And then obviously we serve all of we manage all of their members too. So obviously they're GAP members as well.
Right.
So I think that comes out to well over 100,000 people that we service.
So what's the goal out here at the Philly Golf Expo? What do you guys look to do while you're out here?
Yeah, I mean, I think engagement's probably one of the biggest parts. I'm not the biggest salesperson in the world, but we are offering a $15 membership for new members. So somebody that's never had a handicap index, plays a lot of golf. It's originally $55. We're here to give it away for $15, and that gives them access into the member play days, our events.
I've done those. Those are terrific.
The member play days are awesome. I
Great
try
way
and
to
tell
experience.
everybody about
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
It can get a little bit of a long-winded explanation as to what those are, but like long story short, it gives you an opportunity to play at a course you would not get the chance to play at if you weren't a member, didn't know a member.
Yeah.
All that kind of good stuff.
Awesome. Well, listen, good luck out here. If anyone else is coming out for the rest of the weekend, make sure you stop by Golf Association Philadelphia. Their tent right across from is like the Long Drive area, right? Is that where you guys are?
I think that's the little clinic, the little learning clinic that they have over there.
Nice.
Cool, man. Thanks
All
for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
All right. Great stuff.
Love the Gap, Harry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love the Gap.
Yeah, that's a lot of handicaps to keep after. It's almost 350 member clubs,
and
think
probably
about
a
how
lot
many
of
members. That, a lot of shenanigans going on. You got to stay on top of.
Yeah, yeah,
that's great.
So you talked about out of Torrey Pines, our boy Rosie. If you, I need to look it up because I wanted to take him for first round leader for the Masters. He jumps out a lot in tournaments.
He was 10 under yesterday, wasn't he? He played the North, which is the easier side of the two, but still, I mean, that's
a Bet Parks
unreal.
perspective, man. That was the play, knowing what course he was playing on.
Yeah.
I was late to the party. I can't say like I had it, but I should have.
Yeah. Well, when we did, didn't we do some predictions a couple of episodes ago? I predicted that he's going to win a major this year.
Yeah.
He's playing as well as he ever has.
Maybe he'll get another win in Philadelphia.
Well, it could be.
How
That's
about
right.
that?
Yeah, that would be something.
He might have to move. He might have to buy a house here. If
That's
he wins
true.
The PGA
Yeah.
Championship
Yeah.
at Aronimink. There's no doubt about it. And then we talked briefly about Scotty, but just a ho-hum 4-stroke victory.
Yeah.
Like nothing even happened.
Unreal. Like, it's like if he tees it up, He's obviously teeing it up to play his best. He's never one of these guys that says, oh, my sponsors want me out there.
Yeah.
I'll just mail it in for 2 days, miss the cut and go home. He's never that way. If he shows up, he's showing up to play his best and win, and pretty much does it. He's got 20 wins already.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really is. And he very rarely looks like he's actually trying to
I know.
win, right? Not that he's like, as a bad attitude. I'm just saying, like, he just is so effortless in what he does. It's so fun to watch right now.
And it was interesting because he played with Blades Brown for a couple of the rounds. Blades, of course, lit it up, and I think Danielle kind of predicted that on the show, right?
Yeah.
So props to Danielle for that, because he was coming from the Corn Ferry event, flew directly out there, and then almost, wins the course record. Like he almost shot 59 practically. But he played with Scotty for a round or two, and listening to him afterwards talk about playing with Scotty was really cool. If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to it. You can find it anywhere. He was blown away by how great his short game is. And it's something that we've been talking about on this show for a couple of years now. Him with a wedge in his hand it's something to watch.
It really is.
It
really is. Like his, the strategy behind his shots too is so cool to see, because you'll see him look at it and, he had the conversation with Ted Scott, but a lot of times he does stuff that I think a lot of people don't do. It's not always a traditional shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll set up a little bit back. It just is like, it's watching a master at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could see his mind going, what's the perfect shot to hit here?
Yeah.
He's not thinking like, I hope I hit a good shot. He's thinking, how do I put this in the hole every time he has a club in his hands?
Yeah. There's a lot of visualization going on with his pre-shot routines and stuff. So, yeah, totally. And that is the crazy thing. Those guys, I mean, they practice all the time, and short game, they work on hours on end every day, but they're trying to make every one of those shots. Yes. Like you and I are just trying maybe get it. I don't want to speak for you, but for me, I'm just trying to get it on the green and give myself a putt.
Yes. Yeah. Or like maybe in a circle, right?
Right. Okay.
If you have a good lie or anything.
Right.
But
yeah. I love when I'm watching on TV and the commentator, the announcer will say, "Oh, he's not going to be too happy with that." I'd be throwing a club up in the air and running around the green if I hit that shot to 20 feet.
How about the other interesting story? Michael Brennan disqualification for. I know I didn't like dig in to see what it was, but it was some sort of green reading material or something he had on. Right? How can that happen?
I don't understand.
Between your caddy and yourself, if you're on the PGA Tour, how do you not know the rules by this point?
Yeah, I mean, do you not know the rule, or were you really trying to get away with something and knowingly did it? Like, I don't know, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And you bring up the caddy, the caddy usually gets blamed for stuff when things don't go right. Now, if you have an extra club in your bag, like Ian Woosnam, it happened to a long, long time ago. I think it might have been at Augusta. I forget exactly where it was. And he went to the first tee with 15 clubs in his bag, and he was DQ'd. And that was on the caddy, I guess. The caddy's he's got to inspect the bag before they take it in there. So was this the caddy's fault? I don't know. But yeah, DQ'd. How about it?
That's rough.
Yep.
So what else are you looking for this weekend with out at Torrey Pines, one of your favorites?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots. It's just so picturesque. And I've actually was fortunate enough to play the North Course once years ago. My wife has actually played the South Course twice.
Wow.
In the last 4 or 5 years. And especially at this time of year, it's just so beautiful to watch golf at that spot. It's not the greatest, maybe all the architecture geeks crush that place.
Right.
They think it stinks, right? But every time they have a major there at Torrey Pines South, it holds up beyond belief, and it's super hard. It's super long, and the rough this week is 4 inches deep.
Wow.
Like that's major championship type of rough.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great spot. I'm a little biased.
I'm interested to see too what they're going to do with the start of the season, right, next year, and how they're going to incorporate different. There's been talks about starting later after the Super Bowl. There's been talks about moving the Torrey event. There's a lot going on right now, so it's really curious to see what happens.
Yeah, who knows if they go back to Hawaii for any of those events?
Right.
I mean, you might have seen the last Sony Open in Hawaii for a while. I don't know.
That would be wild.
Yeah,
wild. So, talk about the game right now. Let's talk about some goals for the year, right? We're starting out the season. You've been able to get out a little bit. I have not, other than, the simulator at the PGA Superstore. What are you looking to accomplish this year in your game?
If I don't break 80 somewhere this year, I don't know if it's ever going to happen. It has to happen.
I'm with you.
It has to.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah.
I need to figure out a way to do it.
Yeah. And once I do it, if I do it, like I'm going to want to do it again the next day. So it's not like, oh, finally I made it. It's like that's my main goal this year is to do it.
Yeah.
Like it has to happen. I really, at this point in time of the year, I've never hit the ball as good as I was hitting it last week. So
it's pretty good for January.
Yeah, exactly. So
pretty good for January. Yeah, my two goals remain the same. Break 80 and get into the shootout in one of the 2-member guests I play in.
Gotcha.
Haven't been there yet.
The Green Valley member
Green
guest
Valley
and the Legacy Club. Yeah.
Yep. That's the goal.
Right. Yeah. Well, and maybe another goal of mine is to have a bucket list year like you one of these years.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Oh, maybe we can sneak on a great course down in Jupiter in a couple weeks.
That would be nice.
One off the list down there. Maybe Seminole. I don't know.
Oh,
put that on the list. What else is down there?
I don't know if they'd let me on the property there.
Those pictures from Jupiter Hills that Jake Statland, was it? I think Jake posted it. Man.
Yeah, that place.
I mean, you don't usually see that type of elevation and stuff down there, but that view of the clubhouse coming back was unbelievable.
Especially that close to the water. It's beautiful.
Tremendous.
Yep.
Well, have you had a chance to kind of take any of the sights and sounds here at the Philly Golf Expo? My first time here.
Not yet, but there's a lot of, like, you talk about golf trips.
Yeah.
All the golf trip people are here. Like you can set up a bucket list trip just by coming out here. There's a lot of deals to be had, whether it's balls, clubs.
I see a lot of people buying clubs.
We saw one guy that bought a driver. He was here for 20 minutes and bought a driver.
What I liked what he did, he said he stopped at the PGA Superstore on the way here and hit a bunch of different drivers that figured out the one he liked the most, but he came here to buy it because he got it for a little bit cheaper.
Right. Yeah. How about that?
That's a solid move.
That is. That's like a veteran move.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a young guy too.
Young fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about, speaking of veteran moves, how about we see Mike Rose?
Yes, we did.
Talk about a wily golf veteran.
Dude, I'll tell you, and that guy can still play. I mean, he and his mother was shooting unbelievable numbers into her 90s.
God.
I mean, he comes from a lineage of he's got good genes, Mike Rose.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Great talking to some people. We're gonna walk around, see some more folks.
And Mike Power's going to be here all weekend doing shows, from what I understand.
Yeah, we'll be set up right here all weekend. So make sure you stop out. We're giving away Alt 1045 Winter John tickets all weekend.
And who's there? Lit?
Lit.
You're showing me there.
Lit's
I actually recognize one of their songs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
they got a couple bangers.
Yeah.
Paradox, another band playing. Yeah, make sure you check it out. Swing by and follow us all this month. We're going to do it. We're going to give away a trip to Hammock Beach. So stay tuned. We'll put some more stuff out on social media. Come out, check it out. And that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.